What's going on, everybody? My name is David Delano with winnersandwhiners.com. Recording this video from where the sun is always shining out here for Tuesday, November 25th. I've got 3 free picks for you guys in college basketball. And one thing I do want to point your attention to over on winnersandwhiners.com, something that I don't say often. I really don't say this often. Give out a lot of picks. I don't give out a lot of max bets. Max bets does not mean your entire bankroll, but for me, that's 5% of your bankroll. Every Sunday night this football season at a 7:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm on Sports Grid TV with Gabe Morency, and we're always talking about Sunday night football. What do I like for Sunday night football? But the thing for me, sometimes people say, tell me something about yourself, David. I'll tell you something about me. My favorite plays are usually the ones that a lot of people don't want to talk about. Those are my favorite ones sometimes where I see an edge, and I don't care where the money is or whatever. I really feel like I have an edge. There's a college basketball game tonight going that I don't see anybody talking about, and I've got it as my game of the month over on winnersandwhiners.com. It is my favorite play today above anything in this video. But in this video, there'll be some teams that you're more familiar with. But check out winnersandwhiners.com or picksandparlays.net for my game of the month for Tuesday, November 25th. You don't want to miss this one. I'm not going to say that too often, but I'm telling you guys today, this is one that you want to get down on. Let's go ahead and get into your first free pick. We're going to talk about one of the sexier matchups going on. Number 17, Tennessee against number 3, Houston on TNT. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You got both of these teams at 6-0. Who has Tennessee played yet? Well, these two teams, a little bit of a revenge game, a little bit of roster turnover, not completely from last year where Houston just completely annihilated Tennessee in the tournament. Both of these teams, this game is at a neutral site at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, where Tennessee defeated Rutgers 85-60 on Monday. Houston, a little bit of a scare against Syracuse, just could not put the Orange away until winning 78-74 in overtime. A lot of missed free throws in that game by the Orange. They really should have beat Houston, but they left a lot of points on the table. Right now, getting 3.5, I like the Tennessee Volunteers here at plus 3.5. Houston, big win against Auburn so far, but I do think that Tennessee is going to come out with something to play for. I think that this is a one possession game, even if Tennessee falls short. So I'm going to take the Tennessee Volunteers plus 3.5, and that is going to be my first free pick here. All right, another game on the card we're going to look at that some people may be overlooking. We got 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the ACC Network. We've got Wake Forest Demon Deacons taking on Campbell, fighting Camels. And this Campbell team is actually, I think that at 17.5, they're an interesting underdog choice here. They played Wisconsin very, very close. You look at the score on paper, they lost that first game by 32 points, but that was like Wisconsin went on that game. That ending, I think it was like a 30-5 run or something just absolutely crazy in the last 4 minutes. They were also competitive against West Virginia, but one thing that jumps out at me the most with this particular game, you got Wake Forest 52nd in the nation in adjusted tempo. And then on the other side, you got Campbell's 84th in the country in adjusted tempo. This total here opened up at 156.5. Right now it's at 159.5. That is a pretty high total, but I do like these teams to get over the total in this game. Like I mentioned, Campbell, they've allowed 96 points to Wisconsin. They had a 91-82 win against Western Michigan under their belt, along with a 91-85 loss to Weber State. Wake Forest being at home, they're comfortable. They're going to look to push the pace. I think that this is going to be a high-scoring game overall. We've seen what they've done against some mid-majors this season, taking on, UMass Lowell, for example. They put up 109 points against them. I think this is going to be a higher-scoring game. I don't think Campbell's going to be able to keep them down. I think it's going to be a track meet. We're going to go over 159.5 in the game between Wake Forest and Campbell. And for our third free pick, so this one is going to be under the radar as well. This is going to be a neutral site game at the Jacksonville Classic. Got the Abilene Christian Wildcats. They're 4-2, taking on the William and Mary Tribe, who are 5-2. And if you like these obsolete games, say it one last time here. My game, what might I say one more time? My game of the month over there on winnersandwhiners.com and picksandparlays.net going Tuesday night, November 25th. Max bet play for me. I don't say this often, but you can check that out over on winnersandwhiners.com. All right, we're looking at the William and Mary Tribe, who are 5-2, going up against 4-2 Abilene Christian. And we got 1.5 point favorite here for William and Mary. Abilene Christian, he's going to be a very, very big contrast in styles. William and Mary likes to get up and down the court. They are 5th in the country in adjusted tempo. But, they played St. John's, a little competitive early on. They got blown out by 33, but since then, they went to Bowling Green, beat Bowling Green by 8, which may not sound overly impressive, but they were about a 9-point dog in that game. We were on William and Mary in that game to cover. Had a non-division 1 win, and then coming off of an 11-point win against UTEP just on Monday. This is going to be the second day in a row of these teams playing. Abilene Christian coming off of an 11-point win over UTSA, which snapped a 2-game losing streak for them after losing to Texas State by 14 and Stephen F. Austin. But overall, this is a William and Mary team that I've watched, 156 in the country in Ken Palm, about even on the offensive and defensive end, 172nd on offense, 173rd on the defensive end. May not sound overly impressive, but we've got an Abilene team that's 207th in the country overall by Ken Palm. Now, they do shine on the defensive end where they're 96, but I think that William and Mary's tempo is going to be able to generate some points. Abilene Christian on the offensive end, though, just 327th. Looking at strength of schedule so far, Abilene Christian has faced the 219th rated strength of schedule. And overall, William and Mary's strength of schedule, according to Ken Palm, has been 61st. So it's 1.5. We'll go William and Mary money line there just to take out the if you can get it, which you should be able to get it. If your book's only allowing you to get -1.5, we'll go ahead and grab William and Mary then. But if you wait a little bit, you should be able to get it on the money line. I know sometimes with the extra game, even that extra half point can be hard to get. But official plays for this video, once again, you're going to go William and Mary on the money line. We're going to go Tennessee Volunteers plus 3.5 against Houston. And we are also going over the total in the game between Campbell and Wake Forest. Those are the 3 free picks. If you want my top play for today, check out winnersandwhiners.com for my game of the month. And also have another college basketball game going late tonight, one of the latest games in the card, also up on the website. My name is David Delano. Give me a follow on X at Get Sports Strong and let me know in the comments what you guys are playing. As always, God bless and good luck.